I'm going to guess this one for now, but I may change it.
Thank you.
This is much harder than I thought it was going to be. My confidence was misplaced.
और मुझे बारिश भी बिल्कुल पसंद नहीं क्योंकि उसमें बहुत बारिश होती है.
It's totally by vibes, but I have a feeling that you are Punjabi. Oh, your expression tells me that I'm wrong. Hello. So actually my brother-in-law is from Bhubaneswar in Orissa. So actually I have some exposure to some Eastern Indian languages, so Bengali and Odia, but overall I don't think that will help me that much. I traveled in India for about 4 weeks after my sister's wedding, and so at that time I was exposed to Hindi and Odia and Bengali and then some other smaller regional languages, but other than that I don't really have a lot of experience or knowledge of Indo languages, so I'm excited to experience this. I think I can hear if there's differences between them, but I don't think I'll be able to know which one is which necessarily, but I think I can pick up on the differences because I have some experience with language learning. I know that there's 22 official languages in India, but I think I've heard a lot of different numbers for how many there actually are. So I hear the 1600 is a pretty common one, but other people say that there's like more than 10,000 languages if you count all of the dialects in different areas. So I know that linguistically it's quite a diverse country. I think I'm kind of used to the intonation, Bengali in particular, because I hear it the most often. It's very up and down, I think, compared to English. It sounds very rhythmic and kind of, Indian people are kind of known for doing this kind of head bob motion, and I think the language kind of goes with this motion quite well. So there's kind of a sing-songy tone to it. And no. When I was in India for those 4 weeks, I tried really hard to follow along and I learned how to count. I have since forgotten how to count, and I learned very basic things like please and thank you. I think I remember Dhanyavad is thank you, I think, but that's about all I remember. So I had direct exposure to Hindi, Odia, and Bengali. Punjabi maybe through like media, but not enough that I could distinguish them very easily, but I'll do my absolute level best.
नमस्ते, मेरा नाम आराध्या है. मैं भारत से आई हूँ और मैं यहाँ दक्षिण कोरिया में अभी फ़िलहाल एक अभिनेत्री और एक मॉडल के रूप में काम कर रही हूँ. आप सभी से मिलके बहुत 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 अच्छा लगा. धन्यवाद.
I heard thank you at the end. I remember dhanyabad. I got the first word and the last word, but it's very nice and sweet and she has a very pretty voice.
নমস্কার, আমার নাম হলো মৌ. আমি কলকাতা থেকে এসেছি আর আমি এখানে গ্লোবাল এমবিএ পড়াশোনা করছি. এখানে দক্ষিণ কোরিয়ায় পড়াশোনা করতে খুবই ভালো লাগছে. আজকে এখানে সবাই আমরা যে এসেছি তার জন্য খুব ধন্যবাদ জানাই.
This one sounds familiar to me. I've heard this before. The stronger like sh sound is very familiar to me.
नमस्ते, सत श्री अकाल. मेरा नाम रुद्राक्षी वाई प्रिया है, पर तुसी मैनू रुद्राक्षी भी कह सकते हो. और तुसी किवें हो? मैं सानेवाल ਜ਼ਿਲ੍ਹੇ ਤੋਂ हाँ, ਤੇ मेरा ਜਿਹੜਾ ਪਿੰਡ ਆ ਉਹਨੂੰ ਸਾਨੇਵਾਲ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਆ, ਤੇ ਮੇਰੀ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਮੇਰੀ ਸਿਟੀ ਆ ਉਹ ਲੁਧਿਆਣਾ, ਤੇ ਮੈਂ ਸਾਊਥ ਕੋਰੀਆ 'ਚ ਇੱਕ ਵਿਦਿਆਰਥੀ ਹਾਂ, ਤੇ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਤੋਂ ਮਿਲ ਕੇ ਬਹੁਤ ਵਧੀਆ ਲੱਗਿਆ ਮੈਨੂੰ, ਤੇ ਧੰਨਵਾਦ.
This one sounds very teen, kind of like a news announcement to me. Very, I don't know how to articulate it entirely, but it sounds like the sounds are a little bit rounder than Hindi. It gives a rounder feeling overall.
Do you agree with what she said?
Yeah, kinda.
നമസ്കാരം, എൻ്റെ പേര് രേഷ്മ. ഞാൻ ഇന്ത്യയിലെ കേരളത്തിൽ നിന്ന് വരുന്നു. ഞാൻ കൊറിയയിൽ വന്നിട്ട് ഇപ്പോൾ 3 വർഷമായി. ഞാനിവിടെ ഒരു വിദ്യാർത്ഥിയാണ്.
Oh, very quick. This one actually kind of reminds me of like a Latin language in some ways, the way that it blends together, and the sh sound is a little bit more pronounced in this one too, so I would put it closer to Bengali naturally.
ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ ಎಲ್ರಿಗೂ. ನನ್ನ ಹೆಸರು ರವಿಕಾ, ರಿಯಾ ಅಂತ ಕೂಡ ಕರಿಬೋದು. ಕೊರಿಯಾಗೆ ಬಂದು 1.5 ವರ್ಷ ಆಗಿದೆ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ನಾನಿಲ್ಲಿ ಗ್ಲೋಬಲ್ MBA ಓದ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬಂದು ತುಂಬ ಖುಷಿ ಆಯಿತು.
This one also kind of has a round feeling to it, so it sounds like there's less harsh endings to the sounds. It just has kind of a rounded feeling to it, and it's kind of cute sounding.
अस्सलामुअलैकुम, मेरा नाम फ़या शिफा है. मैं इधर कोरिया को आने के बाद 3 साल हो गए. मैं मास्टर्स डिग्री कर रही हूँ इधर और सबसे मिलने से बहुत अच्छा लगा. शुक्रिया.
This one, the greeting obviously sets it apart from the other ones. It sounds very different because it's Urdu, but also I can hear more throat sounds with this one.
வணக்கம், என் பேர் ஜானஸ். நான் கொரியாவுக்கு வந்து கிட்டத்தட்ட 4 வருஷம் ஆக போகுது. காலேஜில் சைக்காலஜி டிகிரி பண்ணிட்டு இருக்கேன். நன்றி.
This one almost sounds like Scandinavian to me in some ways. The in-between parts of the internal sounds are quite swallowed up, it feels like, so it's kind of hard for me to distinguish this one the most, but it sounds very different than the other ones. I think I feel a little bit more confident now that I've heard them all. This is a good primer, so I feel pretty confident.
I think because she was able to like understand the points in each language, so I think she may be able to
Whether or not I remember which one was which, I can definitely distinguish them. Person number 1, can you tell me what's your favorite food?
मेरा सबसे पसंदीदा खाना ऐसे तो बहुत सारे हैं बट मुझे बिरयानी सबसे ज़्यादा पसंद है और मैं वो कभी भी किसी भी टाइम कभी भी खा सकती हूँ मुझे बहुत ज़्यादा पसंद है
I heard biryani, so that's one of your favorite foods. I don't remember hearing Punjabi just now, but I will probably change my answer because some of them are more standout than others. Person number 2, what's your favorite food?
So, nandu favorite food anta andre biryani. Of course, nange biryani andre tumba ishta. But nange namamma mado uta ella ishta agutte. Especially nange namamma mado anna saru tumba ishta agutte.
Okay, lots of English loan words in this one. This one is sounding cute, so I'm leaning towards, I'm not totally sure how to pronounce all of the languages actually. So yeah, Kannada. One more time.
Kannada.
Kannada.
Just pronounce it as Canada.
Canada. I think this one might be Canada, but we're not sure. Contestant, or not contestant. Person number 3. What's your favorite food?
എനിക്ക് ഏറ്റവും ഇഷ്ടപ്പെട്ട ഫുഡ് നാട്ടിലെ പുട്ടും കടലയും ഞങ്ങളത് രാവിലെയാണ് കഴിക്കുന്നത് പക്ഷെ എനിക്ക് എപ്പോൾ കിട്ടിയാലും കഴിക്കാൻ പറ്റും എനിക്ക് വളരെ ഇഷ്ടമുള്ള ഫുഡാണ് ഞാൻ ഇവിടെയും ഉണ്ടാക്കി കഴിക്കുന്ന ഒരു ഫുഡാണ് പുട്ടും കടലയും
This sounds like my sister-in-law. I don't think it's Bengali. So next person, what's your favorite food?
আমার পছন্দের খাবার হলো একটা খাবার যেটা নাম হলো সিদ্ধ ভাত যদি সবাই জানে ওইটা কি হয় এর গরম ভাতের মধ্যে গরম ঘি ঢেলে ওর মধ্যে আলু আর ডিমটাকে মেখে যখন খায় তখন ওইটা এত স্বাদিষ্ট হয় যে সবাই মুখমন্দ হয়ে যাবে
I thought it would be easy to remember everyone's voices, but it's not as easy as I thought. But I think this was maybe Bengali. Next person, person number 5. What's your favorite food?
ਜੇ ਮੈਂ ਸੱਚੀ ਕਹਾਂ ਤਾਂ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਰਾਜਮਾ ਚੌਲ ਬਹੁਤ ਪਸੰਦ ਹੈ ਰਾਜਮਾ ਚੌਲ ਤੇ ਉਹਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਸਲਾਦ ਹੋਵੇ ਤੇ ਨਾਲ ਉਹਦੇ ਲੱਸੀ ਹਾਏ 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 ਚਾਰ ਚੰਦ ਭਰਾਵਾ ਚਾਰ ਚੰਦ ਮਤਲਬ ਬੰਦਾ ਨਾ 7ਵੇਂ ਆਸਮਾਨ ਤੇ ਸਿੱਧੀ ਗੱਲ
I'm pretty sure this one was Tamil, almost certain. But next person, number 6, what's your favorite food?
எனக்கு ரொம்ப பிடிச்ச ஃபுட்டுன்னு சொல்லும்போது சாம்பார் இட்லி ஆக்சுவலாக சாம்பார் வச்சு என்ன பண்ணாலும் எனக்கு கண்டிப்பாக பிடிக்கும் சாம்பார் சாதம் தோசை சாம்பார் இட்லி சாம்பார் எதுவாக இருந்தாலும் எனக்கு கண்டிப்பாக பிடிக்கும் அதனால் என்னோட ஃபேவரட் ஃபுட் சாம்பார் இட்லி
No, this one is definitely Tamil. This one is definitely that one. So I have one almost 100% certainty. And the last person, right? Number 7, what's your favorite food?
मेरे को बिरयानी बहुत पसंद है बिरयानी इतना ज़्यादा खाती हूँ कि कभी भी किस टाइम पे भी खा जाऊँगी मैं बिरयानी बहुत पसंद है
Everyone likes biryani, so there's no regional difference there. It is a very good food, I agree. Now, do I just say who I think is who? Is it possible for me to take their cards from them and then give them to them?
that would be a great
So I can look at the person talking. Hi. Yeah, do you want to come here?
Sure, of course.
Make room.
Thank you.
Can you tell me the different seasons? Like, can you describe your favorite type of season or day?
तो ऐसे तो हमारे कंट्री में 4 सीजन्स होते हैं लेकिन मुझे गर्मी बिल्कुल भी पसंद नहीं क्योंकि हमारा देश बहुत ही गर्म देश है तो हमारे में गर्मी बरसात जाड़ा इस तरह के बहुत सारे सीजन्स होते हैं और मुझे बारिश भी बिल्कुल पसंद नहीं क्योंकि उसमें बहुत बारिश होती है
It's totally by vibes, but I have a feeling that you are Punjabi. Your expression tells me that I'm wrong. Should I change my answer? Yeah, I think the up and down makes me think either Hindi or Punjabi. It seems the most familiar to me, and it reminded me, I remember Punjabi sounded like the news announcer, and you kind of speak very clearly like a news announcer to me.
Thank you.
So that is my reasoning. It appears to be wrong. I may change it later, but for now I'm going to give that to you. I think different questions would be more interesting, right? Tell me your ideal type.
Oh, my ideal type. ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಹುಡುಗ ನನ್ನ ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋನು ನನಗಿಂತ ಇಷ್ಟಪಡೋನು ನನ್ನ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂಸ್ನ ಗೌರವಿಸೋನು.
Okay, I got nothing from that. If I look at you have such a small face. I'm sorry, it's kind of distracting me a little bit. It feels very middle of the road in terms of pronunciation, so that's why I think Hindi is kind of the standardized dialect, so I'm going to guess Hindi. That's the only reason. This is not the right card though. There we go. Just because it sounds not extremely accented in any way, it seems like it could be kind of spread all over the place, although Hindi I think can also be spoken with many different accents, but my guess is that you are Hindi speaking. Contestant number 3, come on down. Hello, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Can you tell me like a really bad day that you've had?
Bad day. കൊറിയയിൽ വന്നിട്ട് എനിക്ക് ഏറ്റവും മോശപ്പെട്ട ഒരു ദിവസം ഉണ്ടായത് ഞാനൊരു ദിവസം മെട്രോ സ്റ്റേഷനിൽ വീണ് എൻ്റെ കാലൊന്ന് ചെറുതായിട്ടൊന്ന് ഉളുങ്ങി. അതാണ് ഞാൻ ഇവിടെ ഏറ്റവും മോശപ്പെട്ട ഒരു ദിവസമായിട്ട് കാണുന്നത്.
Okay. I'm in between these two currently. My logic is I hear some throat sounds, but not as many throat sounds as I would normally imagine for Urdu, so it might not be Urdu. This one I think reminded me, it sounded kind of cute and also kind of Latin, and so the way that it is strung together makes me think it might be this one.
You can choose.
I'm going to guess this one for now, but I may change it.
Thank you.
This is much harder than I thought it was going to be. My confidence was misplaced. Okay, can you tell me a childhood pet?
Childhood pet?
Did you have pets?
Let me tell you in my language.
Okay.
যখন থেকে ছোট ছিলাম আমার অলওয়েজ অ্যালার্জি ছিল বলে আমি কোনোদিনও পেট রাখতে পারিনি ওই জন্য আমার জানোয়ার অনেক পছন্দ বাট আমি আজ অবধি কোনোদিনও পেট রাখতে পারিনি
I also have nothing for that one. Sounds familiar to me, which is why I'm going to guess Bengali. Some of the sounds sound that way. I should have cheated and just asked everyone to say hello. It would have been much easier. But I want to try to challenge myself, so I'm going to guess by sounds.
Let's hope it's right.
Oh no.
Hello.
Hello. Can you tell me what's something you really hate? Like a food that you hate, or like a personality that you hate, or
ਸੱਚੀ ਸੱਚੀ ਦਿਲ ਤੋਂ ਕਹਾਂ ਨਾ ਦੋਸਤ ਨਹੀਂ ਪਸੰਦ ਮੈਨੂੰ
oh, you don't hate anything is what I'm
ਲਾਈਕ
guessing.
ਦੋਸਤ ਨਹੀਂ ਪਸੰਦ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਬਿਕਾਜ਼ ਦ ਥਿੰਗ ਇਜ਼ ਉਹ ਬੜੇ ਧੋਖੇਬਾਜ਼ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਪੱਕੇ ਯਾਰ ਕਦੇ ਨਾ ਬਣਾਓ ਬਿਕਾਜ਼ ਉਹੀ ਨੇ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਧੋਖਾ ਦੇਣਗੇ ਮੇਰੇ ਨਾਲ ਹੋ ਗਿਆ ਇੱਥੇ ਐਕਸਪੀਰੀਅੰਸ ਮੈਂ ਬਹੁਤ ਸਿਹਾ ਜਦ ਤੋਂ ਮੈਂ ਲਾਈਕ ਸਿੰਸ ਦਾ ਫਸਟ ਡੇ ਮੈਂ ਇੱਥੇ ਕੋਰੀਆ 'ਚ ਆਈ ਹਾਂ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਪਤਾ ਲੱਗਿਆ ਕਿ ਇੱਥੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਆਪਣੇ ਲੋਕਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਲਾਈਕ ਵਿਸ਼ਵਾਸ ਹੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਕਰ ਸਕਦੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਕਰ ਹੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਸਕਦੇ ਵਿਸ਼ਵਾਸ ਤੇ ਇਹ ਚੀਜ਼ ਨੇ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਕਾਫੀ ਕੁਝ ਸਿਖਾਇਆ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਕਾਫੀ ਸਿੱਖਿਆ ਦਿੱਤੀ ਜਿਸ ਕਰਕੇ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਹੁਣ ਪਤਾ ਲੱਗਦਾ ਕਿ ਜੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਗਰੋ ਕਰਨਾ ਜੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਅੱਗੇ ਵਧਣਾ ਤਾਂ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਇਕੱਲੇ ਰਹੋ ਤਾਂ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਵਧੀਆ ਕਰੋਗੇ ਆਪਣੀ ਜ਼ਿੰਦਗੀ 'ਚ
Process of elimination in between these two. This, it reminds me of this one. I'm going to guess that it's this because it sounds a little bit round and a little bit Latin to me. I think I know yours by process of elimination, but let's try anyway. Also, you're dressed so nicely today. Can you explain your fashion choices today?
Okay. Last time in the video வரும்போது ஃபுல்லா கருப்பு கலர் Dress போட்டுட்டு அதனால எல்லாரும் காமெண்ட் செக்ஷன்ல இது என்ன நாலு பேரும் கருப்பு கலர்ல மேட்சிங்கா Dress போடுங்க சோ இன்னைக்கு கண்டிப்பா யாருமே போட்டுக்க முடியாத கலரை சூஸ் பண்ணி ஹாட் பிங்க் closet குள்ள இருந்து எடுத்துறாங்க
I'm going to guess that the comment section criticized her outfit choice in the past and that's why she chose this. But I think hot pink suits you really well. I think you're a beautiful, cool-toned Tamil speaker. And last but not least, I will probably rearrange one time. I'm going to ask a cheat question before I lock in my answers. Can you tell me what you did this weekend?
दिस वीकेंड कैसे भी यूनिवर्सिटी जाती हूँ और फिर घर आती हूँ बाद में फिर भी यूनिवर्सिटी फिर घर ऐसे ही काम यूनिवर्सिटी में चल जाता है क्योंकि बहुत ज़्यादा काम रहता है मेरे को यूनिवर्सिटीज़ में और काम करने के बाद थोड़ा इधर फ्रेंड्स के पास घूमना करना ऐसे ही रहती हूँ
I don't think this is the right one, but by process of elimination, I will leave it with you and I'm going to change it. I think you might be our Udrus. Can I rearrange my final guess? So, this one I think is right. This one I think is not right. I'm going to take this from you and switch. I feel confident in this one, but your expression made me unconfident in this one.
That was a giveaway. Okay.
You three, I'm not sure about. Can I invite them to the couch really quick and ask them to say some words? Sorry to squeeze you all onto the couch.
No worries.
Okay, I want to compare a couple words, so I'm going to ask colors. Yeah, can you say red in all of your languages?
ਲਾਲ
Lal.
Chumapu.
Okay, so you are the outlier. Okay. Can you tell me the word for cat in all of your languages?
ਬਿੱਲੀ
Billy.
Pucha.
Okay, so you two are related. So I'm going to guess that you are this one. I think you're the outlier. Yes, these are the answers that I want to lock in. Although, logically, Punjabi is probably more related to one of these, and these two are probably related to each other, but I'm going to live with my choices.
So my language is Hindi
Hindi, oh, okay.
because
So,
I'm a very neutral speaker, but I kind of like wanted to confuse you and kind of like go up and down. But you can hear from my voice, it's very neutral. But thank you, I love Kannada. So
okay.
So,
I'm wrong already.
yeah, I speak Kannada. But I think you could have gotten the language right, but it's just the words that I use. Like, it's too complicated, kind of too complex for me too.
Probably should have asked a uniform
we're
question.
gonna exchange.
At least they were close to each other geographically in this room.
I want to exchange with Malayalam because my language is Malayalam. I'm from South.
My language is Punjabi. So basically I'm from Punjab.
I like Punjabi food.
And I love the Malayalam language because of the idols also. And it's like very beautiful language too.
Punjabi
so Hindi and Punjabi are similar.
Yeah, Hindi, Punjabi and Urdu somehow relate.
Okay. I knew you were the outlier, and so realistically afterwards I was like, oh, Punjabi is probably more related to things than these two that I haven't heard of.
You guessed right. I am Bengali. Yay!
I don't need to be disowned from my brother-in-law now.
You guessed mine right too. I'm from Tamil Nadu.
Okay. So I think I'm satisfied with those results. I think that was okay. So I got 3 right, and then the opposites for 2. I consider that half right, half points.
It was a good job. I think you guessed it, even though you've never heard the languages separately. It's really good that you guessed it.
What I found very fascinating was that you made some mistakes in memorizing like whose voice it was. Yeah. But then you caught the points of each language, like which one sounds more rounder, which one sounds more harsh. You caught those points very nicely. So I think you can be a linguist in the future.
Yeah. It was very nice, like literally.
I liked how you tried to guess everything that Janice said, like the Tamil, like you were so good at it.
I was so shocked when she you caught almost everything I said.
Yeah, all of it right.
I think we have all been attacked by the comment section at one point before, so universal experience. Yeah, I think a lot of the languages probably have a lot of overlap because they're big regional languages too, and original borders of one state versus the other state have probably changed a lot over time. So naturally, all of these things are affected by each other. So yeah, there's similarities between all of them. I could tell that they were all Indian languages in some way. How do you say mountain in each of your languages?
Pahad.
Parvata.
Mala.
Pahad.
Pahad.
Mala.
Pahad.
Definitely there's an overlap, especially in nouns. I think this tends to be the way that these things connect is the nouns are very similar depending on regional areas.
We actually got another words too, like Parvatam. We say that too. But we commonly use Mala. Yeah.
But also if you see the words, they start with the same letter, like it's pa pa pa.
It's all P.
Yeah, so there's a phonetic relation too.
Yeah, that's true.
When we first were doing it, the thing that I could hear like the difference in hello, only one hello was distinctly very different from all of the others. Everything else was kind of similar, and also thank you is quite similar. Dhanyavad, like some version of it. So can we compare hellos in every language?
So in Hindi we say namaste.
And in Kannada we say namaskara.
Namaskaram.
And in Bengali we say namaskar.
In Punjabi we say Sat Shri Akal.
In Tamil we say Vanakkam.
In Urdu we say Assalamu alaikum.
Is the gesture not common?
No, it's this.
Like yours is like this.
Yeah, usually we say like this, you just bend.
A little cultural exchange. And can you say thank you in all of your languages too?
So in Hindi we say dhanyavad.
And in Kannada we say dhanyavadagalu.
In Malayalam we say Nanni.
And in Bengali we say dhonnobad.
In Punjabi we say Dhanyavad.
In Tamil we say Nandri.
In Urdu we say Shukriya.
You two are the outliers in a lot of these cases, but I can definitely tell that there's a connection between all of the languages. How well do you guys understand each other's?
So it's hard to understand the southern languages from the northern part. Like if you're from North India, it's hard for us to recognize the South languages. And similarly for South people, it's also hard to recognize the North languages unless you have lived in that place for a long time. There's a difference of understanding language, very, very different. So we don't understand.
Even if there's like overlapping nouns, for
exactly.
example.
But if you're from like North, then you understand each other's languages. Similarly, if you're from like South, you understand each other's languages. I think I understand like Bengali, Punjabi, Urdu, all these languages because I have lived that.
Like part from the north side, yeah.
Yeah, and for South people, I think they understand each other very closely. And I understand a little bit of Kannada too because I lived in South a little while. But usually they understand each other and we understand each other. So.
And in Karnataka, it's a bit different because we study Hindi too. I think like most of the people in Karnataka, we speak Hindi also. And I think like what she said, like if you're from the south part, you can understand the southern languages well, like Tamil, Telugu, not Malayalam completely because it's
but there's
different.
enough that you can
It's kind of very hard. But from the northern languages, I think Hindi is the language that we can.
Kind of a lingua franca
that's
many of the regions. Yeah, how well would you have done distinguishing all of the different languages? Do you think if you hear it, you can tell them apart immediately, or?
Well, for me, I will be confused between Tamil and Malayalam because they both speak really fast and it's hard to distinguish which one is Tamil. I'm sure it's not Telugu because I've heard Telugu, I know Telugu, but definitely I will be like, oh, are you Tamil or are you Malayalam? Like that's a hard part for me.
For me, I think I'll be able to distinguish well enough. I know that there are so many similar words in Hindi and Urdu. So if if they're using the similar words, it kind of gets tough.
I can understand all the South Indian languages, like I can speak Tamil too, so, and Hindi too. I learned Hindi, so I can differentiate Hindi, but all the other languages are similar to Hindi, and I can understand the meaning, but I can't pinpoint which language was that. Like the name of the language is like a little bit difficult.
For me, I have friends from Punjab, I have friends from Tamil Nadu, Malayali friends, so I know what the distinctions are.
I actually explore a little more culture, like online way. From there, I got to know into contact with my Bengali friends, from the people from Bihar also, and from other states. So for me, I would love to learn Malayalam and Tamil because it's kind of hard because they are very quick.
Yeah.
For me, I think I might be able to differentiate the South Indian languages, but as she said, it's also dependent on how culturally adapt you are. And I have never left my state, and I also come from a very conservative educational background, so I don't really have friends outside of people who are already familiar with Tamil. Maybe I might be able to recognize Hindi, just with certain sentences I might be able to spot it out.
I can understand all languages, but Punjabi and Bengali, it's really good, but I want to learn more, and the Malayalam.
For me, it was really fun meeting everyone and hearing all the different languages, although I didn't do as well as I would have hoped. And it makes me more interested in a culturally diverse place like India, where there's so many different languages and so many different cultures kind of mixed together. We call America a melting pot, but I don't think we really can call it that, all things considered, because most Americans never speak anything besides English. I'm kind of envious that everyone is naturally like a polyglot by the time they're like 10. I would like to learn more in the future. So thank you for sharing with me.
That was so
You
sweet.
did really good.
Today, I tried my very best to distinguish 7 different Indian languages.
If you like this video, please like, subscribe, and comment down below.
See you next time.
Bye!